and you watched something that appears to be a horror-y or something. That doesn't sound right. A horror comedy or something.
It's a fantasy horror comedy.
Okay, yeah. This is wild. This is wild.
Death of a unicorn.
The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
Sorry, we're late.
What happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare.
What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
Just that title alone, just that name of that movie alone, it sparks intrigue, right?
Right. Yes.
You'd think. Well, what else do you need to intrigue you than the death of a unicorn? But guess what else is there? You have Jenna Ortega, you have Paul Rudd, you have Will Poulter, and Richard E. Grant, Tia Leone. It's a great cast. We just watched the trailer of this, and you were like, when we watched the trailer, you're like, oh, it's an actual unicorn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, in this world, there's an actual unicorn. And so I watched a screening for it not too long ago. The movie's coming out on the Friday, the 28th. So check out, this is my non-spoiler review.
Non-spoiler preview.
Basically, I really enjoyed this movie. But before I continue, I need a prop.
Oh, God.
Hold on. For those, you can describe for our listeners what was going on.
So James is reaching down. He is grabbing something protruding that looks like this is not going well. That is gold and something, and he's putting it on his forehead, and now he has a unicorn horn.
I have a unicorn horn on my head. If you can, for those
where did
watching,
you even buy that?
I did not buy this. I did not buy this. The lovely PR folks who put this screener together at Assembly Row in Somerville.
Okay.
They were passing these out, and they're also passing out bumper stickers. And I'm like, I don't want to be silly and have a bumper sticker on my car, so I got a horn instead that I could wear during this review.
You're not silly at all.
This is not silly at all. But this is actually what the horn kind of looks like. There are different unicorns in this movie, and their horns are kind of different. But this is like the unicorn of the one that Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd hit with their car. They kind of like just start this series of events. But basically, for those who are unfamiliar or have not seen the trailer, I recommend not watching the trailer because there's some things that are kind of like given away in that trailer. So just go watch this movie. I recommend it. But basically, it's a story about a father and daughter, Elliot and Ridley. They hit a unicorn with their car and bring it to the wilderness retreat of a mega wealthy pharmaceutical CEO and his family. This is directed and written by Alex Sharfman. As I mentioned, this stars Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, Will Poulter, Richard E. Grant, Tia Leone, as well as this one great actor. He is on Barry. Have you seen Barry?
Which Barry? What?
Barry. No, I've seen Barry with Bill Hader, the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so there's an actor, and I'm pulling his name, Anthony Carrigan. Carrigan. There's some notes right here. Anthony Carrigan. He's on Barry, a fantastic actor, and he was a surprise that appeared in this film. But basically, with the runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes, this rated R fantasy horror comedy is a fun ride from beginning to end. The action, comedy, and very graphic, gory scenes, they work so well for what kind of movie this is. I thought it was really balanced throughout the whole film. So basically, as I mentioned in the synopsis, Paul Rudd and his daughter, it starts out with them landing, on a plane, and you can tell they have like this kind of strained relationship, and they're both kind of recuperating after some recent trauma. Paul Rudd, he's a lawyer and works for this wealthy CEO pharmaceutical guy who was he was nearing his deathbed, and this guy wants Paul Rudd to pretty much dot the I's, cross the T's on paperwork to make sure his family and his company will be set after he's gone. And he is entrusting Paul Rudd because he really likes him. He thinks he's a family man, and he just wants to spend some more time with him during the weekend, during this wilderness retreat, just so he can confirm to his family, to the CEO, his wife and his son, they know, you can trust this man. He's a good man. And here's his daughter. He loves his daughter. And so Paul and Jenna have to kind of not hide this kind of like this kind of turmoil they're going through, this kind of friction they're going through between themselves. But things escalate when they hit a unicorn. They have to hide it. They find out, that they bring the unicorn because they don't want to. I'm not giving away spoilers.
Yeah, this was in the trailer.
This is in the trailer, but basically they find out that this unicorn, it has magical
properties. Let's
properties,
say, yeah.
whether it's its blood or its horn, and the pharmaceutical family, they want to, like any mega rich family, they want to exploit it.
Right.
They want to exploit it for their own benefit, and then that's when things ensue because the parents, the papa parents and mama parents of this unicorn, they want revenge.
Of course they do.
Yeah, of course they do. This is a really fun movie.
It looked fun.
Yeah.
I can't believe a movie like this got made just because it's so different and weird and hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know what the writers were on when they
Probably unicorn horn.
I guess. Yeah, maybe they found something, guys.
Yeah.
But it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And so you watched it.
I watched it, and like the only thing that, and this is not a knock for it because unicorns are not real. And so when you see a unicorn on screen,
You sure about that, James?
Yeah, you kind of get past the uncanny valley-ness of seeing unicorns around. But you really, I really got past that really easily. And so other than like some not, and I don't want to say sloppy at all, but that's the first thing that popped in my head of like CGI, just moments of like kind of like wonky CGI. Mm-hmm. Just that's the only thing I could say that I didn't enjoy because overall these things look really good.
Yeah.
They behave really good, like natural and unnatural, and so it all looks good. Again, except for some minor moments of like, oh, it looks a little wonky, but put that behind you. The movie's really fun. It's a good and it's gory too.
Oh my god.
Very gory if you're into that.
Okay, Sharknado vibes?
I was never a fan of Sharknado, but yeah, I would say just as much blood.
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, I'd say Cocaine Bear. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say gore on the level, if not a little bit more of Cocaine Bear.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
So it's coming out in theaters March 28th. If you're watching this when this episode comes out this coming Friday.
and you're very confused if you just tuned in right
You just
now and
tuned
you
in.
look at
I
James.
don't know how you just tuned in on a YouTube video, but if you just did, and you came in with me wearing a horn on my unicorn horn on my forehead. Welcome to the Hub on Hollywood. This is what you paid for, which is nothing. Which is zilch.
I'm getting through this by
This is what you
not
get.
looking at you.
Exactly. Can I take this off now? I'll take this off. If you want to put it on, you can put
I
it on.
want to try it.
Try it on. Yeah.
I want to turn.
Oh, here. Yeah, there you go. Go for it. Yeah, it's so the folks over who are promoting who are at the screener, hosting the screener at the local theater, they're passing a bunch of these horns out, bumper stickers also. I think it said like "I break for unicorns" or whatever, and so it's good. It looks good on you. All
right.
That looks good.
My daughter will be so excited.
You want to take it? My wife saw it and she's like, "No more crap in our house." I'm like, it was free. I didn't pay for this. But if
Yeah.
you want to take it,
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, my daughter's going to love it.
she'll
yeah,
love
Desi
it.
would love
She'll
this.
be a
Oh
cute
my God.
unicorn. Just don't tell her that horn is used to dismember many people.
Okay. I'll leave that part out.
Yeah,
So,
but Death of a Unicorn, starring Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd. Oh yeah, I will say though, and you may have seen if you watched the trailer, Will Poulter, who plays the son of the pharmaceutical CEO, he is a huge highlight of this movie. Like I think he gets the most laughs in this film. His character is hilarious, funny, and just really fun to watch. Also, Anthony Carrigan, who I mentioned, who was on Barry, he plays the butler, an assistant to the family. He is also hilarious in this movie. So there are two standouts for this film. So
all right.
yeah,
That's great. And nothing stands out more
than a unicorn horn.
Woo! Okay, I have to go see this.
Yeah, go see it. Don't take your kids.
I'm so
Do
excited.
not take your kids.
I will not take my kids. I won't take my kids. I promise.
Okay.
I promise. I know. I took them to one too many zombie movies or something. I promise. I
Excellent.
promise.